Jose, thanks for coming in today. Just to let everybody know, I'm going to be demonstrating the strengths-based framework in my video, and I'm going to be demonstrating elaboration practice skills, empathic skills, and supportive counseling intervention. So as I was saying, welcome back, Jose, and just to quickly recap our last visit, we were talking about your concerns about your uncle and his care. I know he's elderly and you have a big family, so just for those watching, I just want to give a brief summary. You guys are kind of on different sides of the fence about his care, and I just wanted to kind of check in with you briefly and see how things were going since our last visit with the decisions about his care.
Well, thanks for having me again, Amy. My uncle decided to go back to the countryside of the Dominican Republic. So basically, he's refusing to be taken care. Um, so in a way, we kind of, I'm happy that he went back because that's what he really wanted. You know, he wanted to be around his animals. You know, like the dog, the pigs. He has cows, horses. So he doesn't, like when he's in the capital of the Dominican Republic, he missed all that. So, but at the same time, we kind of afraid that he's over there all by himself and that he will get sick and we will not know until a phone call come in and, we're 3 hours away from where he are. So it's kind of a good and bad situation. It's good because that's what he want to do, and we believe on that. But at the same time, it's bad because anything can happen, and by the time we get to him, it might be too late.
Wow. So that's quite different than the situation last time that we met. The question was kind of, well, is the family gonna put him in a assisted living type facility, or is he gonna stay with your mom? And now he just kind of made his own decision. Mm-hmm. The decision kind of seemed like it was between the family, and he wasn't really a part of that decision, and now he just went and took off. Am I right?
Yeah, he tricked my brother. He tricked my brother. He told him that he wanted to go to his home to check on his animal and to check on. And then one they were over there, he told my brother that he wasn't going to come back he wasn't going to go back to the capital. So we kind of, what I told my mom is like maybe we should try to force him to come back and get him like a living aid, like a nurse to come and take care of him in the house. But we totally, see my culture, we don't believe in putting our people in a home. Okay. In home facilities. So you could probably find 2 home facilities in the whole Dominican Republic. Mm-hmm. And it's mostly for people that are in the U.S. That, believe in the culture here. So, which we have some of those in the family where they like, we should put him in a home, we should put him in a home. And my mother is totally against it. But my brother and sister that grew up in the U.S., they like, it's the best because, he is a burden for my mom and my mother's is getting old and how she's going to be taking care of him and everything else that she does. So it's kind of a really messed up situation because when it comes to make that decision, we are a family, but there's some people that have different thoughts.
Okay, so some people in the family that are more assimilated in the culture in the U.S. Mm-hmm. are more comfortable with putting someone older in a facility in your family. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
And then, but traditionally, you would take care of elders.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where most of the people in your family are feeling. but your uncle seems like he's independent and wants no parts of any of that.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. And the bad thing about that is he doesn't even know that we're talking about putting him in a home.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't know that because he will be very offended. He will be, and I told my sisters and my older brother that want to put him in a home. I said we put him in a home and he's dead in a month. He will be dead because he's going to hold that against us and he's going to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of let's say if I give you a percentage of, let's say 98% of the family is against putting him on a home.
Okay.
So the other the other 2% is basically saying, oh, let's do it, and again he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
So what's the thought, or what's your thought about him? I guess you said earlier that you were kind of had some anxiety. Is that accurate about him being alone?
Yeah, I really love my uncle. He was a father to us when he was here in the U.S. And I just don't want him to be alone in the countryside of the Dominican Republic. Even though we have long distance family in there, like cousin and that are looking out for him, but at the same time, it's not us.
Okay.
Yeah. But I also don't agree with putting him in a home because that's
Okay.
not who we are.
Mm-hmm.
If we totally, our belief system is like somebody gets sick, you take him into your home and you take care of that person till he's ready to go.
So, in terms of options or resources that you do have, with him kind of throwing this monkey wrench in there, you have some family members that are near him that are checking in on him.
Yeah, we paying one of my mother cousin to cook for him and to clean and to go and look out for him. But at the same time, it's not us.
Okay.
It's not us. This lady is doing it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
And but my mother, she go like every other week to check on him.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's 3 hours away, so it's like that's 6 hours that my mom is spending in a car, carrying all kinds of food to take to him. So it's really difficult. It's really difficult because my uncle doesn't have any children. See, that's he never have any kid. So because of that, it's like, and I feel like only my mom kid, like me, myself, are the only one that are looking out for him. Like my other cousins and aunt, they really don't contribute on anything.
How does your mom feel about traveling out to see him with everything that sounds like quite a job for her?
Excuse me. My mom, she, even though she complained, she loved that. She really do. She enjoyed it. It's like when my grandmother was sick, she was the one that took care of her. To the day she died. Same thing with my stepfather. Same thing with my grandfather. So my mother's like a rock. She really enjoyed that kind of stuff. She's really even though she complained and she said this, she gets upset because she thinks that he has no reason to just trick my brother to take him to the country and then not coming back. So she's really upset with him, but at the same time, she's still taking care of him because that's what we do.
Okay, so it's a cultural responsibility, and it's part of who your family is as well, as an individual unit. And so, in terms of, let's see if we could look at what we have, what you're working with, maybe. So you have someone that is looking out for him, that even though you're paying her, she is family, and your mom's going to visit with him. And you said that he liked being with his animals, and he's, enjoying his independence.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we could say that there are some positives there. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're just about at time for today. So maybe for next time, if you're willing, you could reflect on kind of those resources that we've talked about today and maybe explore some other options. If you want to, I don't know kind of what your relationship is with your other siblings, maybe looking into um, other options that you guys have within your family, within the system that you guys have for maybe the other family members besides the aunt that you're paying, that maybe even reaching out to your uncle to see what other needs he has and how we could, think about how we could meet those with what you guys are already working with.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.